ready to sip some tea on Beauty Told. Welcome, you guys. And as always, I have yet again another beautiful guest. This is not just an ordinary guest, so this might sound similar to before, because yet again, y'all, yes, I have another sister. It's in the blood that is coming to talk today on another hot, juicy topic. So, without further ado, let me let you introduce yourself, sis.
Hi, I'm Dariel Knights. I am the baby sister, and I'm here to help spread the word and positivity. So,
let's do it. So, y'all, this is yet another good topic, because with my other sister Keisha, we were discussing finding love as a plus size woman, or a full figure woman, I should say. We're gonna switch gears. We're going to go to the other end of the spectrum, and we are going to do finding love as a petite woman.
yes.
So listen, you guys, again, the struggle be real all around in regards to dating.
Yes.
Whether you are plus size, whether you are petite, whether you are whatever color, ethnicity, race, it's a struggle out here, okay? When people are telling me the pool is dirty, it's filthy, okay. Well, it can be hard when it comes to the size that you are, too. And sometimes we only recognize maybe one side of it, but we have to realize that for the skinnier women, it's a little harder too. So that's why sister's here, because she's going to tell us some of the struggles of being a petite, or what society would view as too skinny. Mm-hmm. So sis, I appreciate you coming on and us being able to discuss this. Again, just like Keisha, I know it takes a lot of, just courage and confidence to even want to discuss it, because it can be sometimes a sensitive topic.
Touchy,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's something like I finally have a platform to really spread the word, and maybe it's somebody else that I can help out there, just like the last episode helped me, so I'm down for anything. So.
Well, good. And I know that my beauties and gents, y'all can relate, because I know that there's even like some guys that maybe that could be a struggle, or sometimes you feel works against you as being too small of a man, where they start talking about you, or actually, that's a great. I'm gonna do that topic next, because my short gents. Yes, I'm getting to everybody. Okay, everybody gonna got on this episode of Beat Up. Okay, so listen. Oh, of course, y'all. My faith journal. Still holding strong and still reliable right now. Now, listen, I just tell my sister's a little raggedy. Every day it's going to get a little bit more and more worn and torn, but it's still going to be able to serve its purpose, which is make sure we stay on topic. So, without further ado, can you just share with us some of your experiences with you being a petite woman out here?
Like in general, or in like?
I would say let's go with in general, and then we're gonna go more relational in a minute.
So, really, honestly, I never knew it was such a big deal until I became grown, and I would get like compliments, but at the same time, as much compliments as I get backlash as well. I get the stares, I get the snickers, I get the low comments, and they know that you can hear them, but they want you. To feel bad about yourself. So that's when I started to notice I'm a little bit on the small side, because I always felt very secure with myself. But it was something about that just made my self-esteem go down a little bit, if I'm being honest. And that's where it started. And it's just now starting to get better. Like, I had to literally pray about it, because it played a lot into my depression. But at the same time, you had to like kind of talk to yourself like a child, like be more kind to yourself. Like, if you, like, for example, for a kid, if they getting bullied on, you have to be like, well, you have to look at it like this: your life is more valuable than their words, because it's been times where I did not want to be here. I didn't yell at that guy, and I'm like, wow, me out of all people, I have to be built like this when I come from a family where they are full figured, or they have breasts, or they have butt. So I wasn't blessed with either. But at the same time, I make it work. Somebody got to do it, and fortunately for me, I have to be one of them people to do it. So
okay, well, see, I like the way that you worded it, because God, that may be your assignment. That God wants you to be able to walk and stretch your stuff,
right,
and let them know that, like, skinny women are in too.
They are.
We are still beautiful. We are still vibrant. We bring so much joy and happiness to your life if you can just get past the fact that, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
might have a little less meat on our bones, but that's okay because it make it easier for you to flip us and turn us and do all this things.
We fun. They don't call us Funsize for no reason.
Come on now, Funsize. Let's do it. I might throw that in here, either title or something. I like the Funsize. Okay.
A little fun in there.
That's right. And you know what? I can relate. So would you say like in high school it wasn't a problem back in high school?
I'm glad you just said that because I lied. I take it back. It did not start in my adulthood. It started when I was in high school because when I met my children's father in high school, I felt like I was on top of the world. I was Beyonce and everything because I'm like, what? You like me? Because I always felt like I got a lot of attention, but it was more so what they wanted to get from me. It wasn't more so a relationship. So when people started finding out that we was together, like the girls would like make fun of me, like or fun of him for dating me because I guess I was too small and it kind of made me insecure. But at the same time, I had the big head because I got who I wanted at the time. So that's where it started at.
Okay, all right, and that's the reason why I brought that up is because I can empathize with Keisha when I did the episode. I could definitely empathize with my sister. But I could definitely relate to the struggles of being very small and petite because back in my high school days, I was always a 3'4". And no matter what I ate, no matter what I did, I was always that little small petite thing with these little, melons sitting on top, and it was just my body was all disproportionate. And
I thought you was fine.
Well, the guys used to say they could see me coming.
Oh my God.
So, it's that, you know what I'm saying? And count your blessings where they are, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I definitely struggle with that as well. And I used to be asking God too, like, why couldn't I get a little something, in the back? Like, why couldn't you even out what you gave me at least? Like,
Right.
So I definitely can relate. Now, maybe not exactly, but definitely very similar.
Yeah.
So, okay. So when it comes to the world of dating, how does that come into play of being the small, petite, fun size?
Ooh, I cannot wait for this. So, I want to say it's very difficult because I still can get guys. It's not like I ever had a problem. It's just it seemed like they always had a comment about my size and it never bothered me. Until I could say that it never bothered me until I became grown because now in today's world, everything is about this darn BBL. So they see every woman like that. So when they look at me, it's almost like in the black community, it's not allowed for you to be skinny. Yeah. Like what can I do? What can I do with you? Yeah. So he don't have to say it, but you can feel it because it's like you can feel when somebody's genuine and you can feel when somebody's just here for a good time. Like. So, like as far as the dating scene, everything's been going okay. Like I just feel like for example, last time, recently, I fell in love with this boy, and I felt like everything was going good. He was saying all the good stuff like, oh, I'm not just here for sex. I'm looking for something, but I just want to take everything slow. So I was pretty much on the same page. So one day we was laid up, cuddled up. And not doing nothing, but just cuddled up talking. He had started to lean towards my weight. He was like, he asked me, was I happy with my weight? And I didn't, it went over my head at first because I was so happy he was just there. And I didn't think about it until after the fact. I'm like, dang, like, that was kind of rude of him to say. Like, if you really like somebody, you should overlook certain things. But for sure. That was a red flag for me. He ended up being a red flag at the end, but that was just inappropriate. Yeah. I should have just called it quits right then. But I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. For sure. And I can relate to that too. But you know what? Yeah, he not only the weight thing, but he was a boy, just like you said, not a man. Yeah. So we gotta recognize the red flags and know when to call it quits early enough, because they'll continue to play games unless we cut the cord. So. Exactly.
So I'm gonna keep this going and flowing.
Okay.
So of course I have my little questions to keep me on topic. So I know another good one since we're talking about viewpoints.
Okay.
How would you say social media has played? Because I know you brought up the BBL situation, which that's all you see on your social media pages sometimes, or a lot of times.
Seriously.
Excuse me. And you find yourself competing with that.
Yeah, you really do. That's what makes it hard. That's why I kind of hate social media, and I'm trying to cut down on it. It's kind of hard, but I hate it because it's like I said, you got this BBL trend. I remember where it was okay to be slim. Like it was okay to be slim. Slim was in because we wanted to always be the type of females that you see on America's Next Top Model. They wasn't curvaceous or anything. They was actually our size and taller. But now you got people like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, the list literally goes on, and it's like everybody is like just zombies with this whole you have to have this.
Yeah.
But they're not looking at this, they looking at your body. It's just like, what's the point of dating if everybody is in tune with the same thing and just make you feel like you have to get in competition, and it's hard, like because you see everybody else getting their bodies done. Just like, for example, Glorilla.
Yeah.
I looked up to her because she came out just with a bang. She came out with a song everybody can move along to, and she was not curvaceous at all. And she said that she was not going to get her body done, but end up getting her butt done. So that's what I mean by social media and pressure. And it's just words. It's coming from people talking, but I can kind of see her side because she's on TV. But at the same time, if you're really in tune with yourself and you're really secure about yourself, none of that will matter.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, wow, you said a mouthful right there, because you're right. Yeah. Social media definitely will showcase and put on the pedestal. Yeah. You know, the more
right to it.
And then you wonder why so many women feel the need or the pressure, like you said, to steer over to that way of getting their bodies done. And
it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous that, you know, our women are losing their lives every day trying to satisfy that new norm. Because like you said, back in, honey, it's funny because I was just talking about this. I feel like, oh, women not be saying that. But listen, okay, back in the 2000s, the natural was in.
Yeah.
The natural was in. You know, you watch your Jay-Z videos and your Ludacris and everything. It was, I mean, you were so much more attractive because it was just you and your natural beauty. You know, they didn't even have a lot of makeup on in those videos.
Exactly.
Now, I don't even know what was the switch to make it go over into that. Yeah. And now you gotta have piles of makeup on your face. You gotta have this and this. And really, it don't really matter so much about this. It's all about this. And, you know, and now we got our ladies out here looking like ants because they don't know when to stop or when is enough to satisfy these men and their, you know, their desires to see that physical, you know, attribute, you know, on a woman. So it is definitely tough. And you know what's funny too, because you brought up Meg Thee Stallion as one. And what I've noticed with Meg is that she's starting to get smaller and smaller now because she's getting ridiculed. She's starting to get little comments too, I'm noticing, because they're saying she's starting to get too small. K. Michelle is another one.
She had to reduce her size, so she was the first one that I noticed that came out with a bang. And then I guess people kept talking about her, and then she just finally wanted to get her size reduced. So Black China, you know, she decided to go more of the natural and say bump with what they think. I'm going to do this for me. And I mean, kudos to the ones that are deciding to reverse what was once what they felt they needed to do and found the confidence to say, you're just going to have to accept me as I am, as I naturally am. Right. So would you say that in the midst of everything, would you say like family and friends have helped to support you and with being your size? Or would you feel like sometimes even they are giving you some hate and ridicule? Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that too. Because it's a little bit of both. Because I can go to somebody like you, I can go to somebody like Keisha, etc. But at the same time, like y'all gonna tell me, you know, it's fine because y'all know me. But at the same time, I get ridiculed as well within the family. Like, I don't never want to throw nobody out there, but she's my mom and I love her to this day. she is my biggest critic. Like for example, last year I had recently found out I was pregnant. So of course I went through the whole morning sickness and wasn't eating anything. I'm already slim, as you can see. So
right.
I don't know. I guess I look even more smaller towards her. And I remember we went to grandma's house for dinner, and she hugged me. She was like, "Oh my God, I can feel your backbone. You're getting smaller. Look at me, I got my weight." And then she told grandma, she was like, "Oh my God, we gotta get weight on her." And then, like, I was so ready to just pack my food up and go. It makes you feel like you have to be careful with your words, because even if you're joking, you never know what somebody's going through. Like, I just told you that I went through a whole episode of depression. So, can I say the word suicide?
Unalive.
Yep. Wanted not to be here at all, whatsoever, even with having children. And it's scary to get to that point where you just don't care anymore because of what somebody else is saying. But it's more, you have to think it's more to life than just how you look.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It definitely, when you think that family and friends would be, in your corner and be supportive, you do have the ones that will also be your haters.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, real talk. I mean, I went through it. So I went through a period when I was super skinny. Yeah. I went through a period when I was on the heavier side, the more heftier side, and it showed in certain places. I like to say I was little Miss Piggy when it really got bad. And I'll never forget my, at the time, mother-in-law had made a comment. I'm up here talking to someone, and I'm like, "Oh, you got a dress for me? Okay, cool." I was like, "Oh, and what size is it? Oh, I should be able to fit that." And she felt the need to intervene. The conversation was like, you sure that that's gonna fit you? Because you've been gaining a lot of weight, girlfriend. I don't think that that's gonna fit you.
Yeah.
And it hurt my feelings. Yeah. It hurt my feelings. Now, I ain't let her know that, but in the back of my mind, I said, game on.
Yeah.
And game on meant, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change it. But that becomes an easier goal than when it's in reverse. When you're smaller, it's not as easy to gain that.
It's really not.
I mean, I've been there. I'm like, what supplements do I have to take? I'm eating my face full of food until I can't no more. I'm up here doing whatever it is that I need to do or can think of. Yeah. And nothing works.
Yeah.
I mean, I had children. They said, if you have your children, you should be able to pat that down. And
it's like, where's the weight?
I said, where's the weight? Matter of fact, my baby took me with him.
Right.
Like,
literally.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. So that's definitely a struggle as well. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, I don't know if you've seen, there are different, like, protein shakes and stuff like that can help you with that. But back in the day, they ain't had that.
Yeah, I kind of figured, because now, because I even tried it, but I never stayed on it to get any results, so I can't really tell you. But it's called a pediment, and it comes in an orange bottle, a small orange bottle, and it's about $50. Girl, I was about to keep paying that $50, so that's why I didn't stay on it.
Determined to get it.
Yes, I went to the hair. You go to the hair store to get it. So you're supposed to drink it 3 times a day. I think before you eat.
Okay, probably.
So I'll try it again after this baby, but that's just one of them I tried. I never really did protein shakes, so that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've seen the protein shakes. There's different things out there, but it's just like you said, with God, it's like, God, can you just give me a little bit of weight, and then I promise I'll do good with it,
Yes.
So, so listen, when it comes to the views of others, what would you like to see as far as for our petite women out here and just being able to try to live life out here?
All I want to do is be treated equally. Like I said, with this whole BBL trend, it's hard because everywhere I go, like, it was so horrible last year, but everywhere I go, you just get stares. Like I said, the Snickers, comments, I heard it all, but just be treated equally, because I'm just as much as a woman as the curvaceous woman you see on TV.
Yeah.
I'm no different. I'm just smaller, that's all, but I just want to be treated equally like everybody else.
That makes sense. I agree with you 100%. Because, like I said, no matter where you're at on each end of the spectrum,
it's always something.
You just want to be treated fair.
Yeah.
You know, you want to
Yeah.
feel pretty too.
Right.
Whether you're a full-size woman or you're a petite woman, you want to feel pretty.
Right.
And I truly feel like the right person for you, and I'm switching over to the relationship side, you know, will be accepting of that. So, with that, so I'm gonna ask you something I asked Keisha because I just want to know, without giving your full game plan away, what would you say would be kind of like the ideal guy for you in regards to you just being, you know, the fun size, you know, dateable type? What would you like your complimentary guy to have?
Preference?
Yeah, with some qualities. Because of course, you know, you always go for the tall, dark, and handsome. But
yeah, of course.
let's block out the looks.
Yeah,
I mean, what kind
I
of
know.
quality characteristics would you like him to have?
So what I noticed about myself, cause as far as when I got back out in the dating scene, I love a caring guy. Like that is my weakness. Like besides, cause I'm gonna be honest, I love the bad boy because I'm such a good girl, so it balances out. And that's my problem. I always go for the bad boy. So. But I've dated guys that weren't bad at all. Like my last child's father, he wasn't bad at all. He accepted me for who I was. He was very patient with me. He was smart. He was mature. You know, he's a little older, so of course he's mature.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very accepting of my children. So that was a big part of me. And I remember I asked him, I was like, do you believe in God? Because that's another factor I look for. Because I don't want to be with somebody that's just slandering God's name. And I want to one day marry you. I don't be just be out here to date people just to date people. I be dating for a purpose because I want to get married. I don't want to just keep having kids. Like, being somebody's ex or baby mother.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And I think those are great qualities. I mean, as my beauties and gents already know, that's definitely something that I go for, is a godly man. And again, like me and Keisha talked about in our episode, just having the inner qualities makes you so much more beautiful on the outside. And that's
true.
That's male or female. So I'm just letting y'all know. And you know, the inner qualities definitely is the key to our hearts, more so than your physical attraction. I think that the older we get, we realize that too. You know, when you're young, you want the bad boy. You want the one that can dress nice. You want all of that. Yeah. When you get older, it's like, I'm not really fazed by your rims on your car. I'm not fazed by the chains on your neck. You know what I mean?
They're like showing off money.
Yeah, showing off money. Can you match that money in your bank account? And not that I'm actually digging for gold in your bank account. I'm not a gold digger by any means, but can you match our fly? You know what I mean? The money that you spend on them chains, do you have that same matching money in your bank account? You know what I'm saying? And my gents out there, you know, the girls with the flashy flash, are they able to show equivalence in their bank accounts? It goes both ways, in my opinion.
It does.
But again, that's when you get older to realize it's more than materialistic that matters. You know what I mean?
That is true.
So, I want to know about, for my beauties and gents out there that are listening and watching, confidence. You know, it's one thing to find, you know, a person that you're looking for and their qualities, but what about your qualities? What are some things that help confidence-wise for you to be that dateable person?
Well, like I said, not to say that I have a big head, but I always loved myself. It's just I let what other people say get in the way of that for a long time. So in order to build my confidence up, I started off with learning how to block out the comments for one.
That's right.
I am good enough. Just because I don't look like a typical female that you may see on TV or walking down the street, I am good enough. You know, I'm just as much of a woman as everybody else.
That's right.
I take care of my kids, go to work, the whole nine. So, but yes, like wife material. Like I heard that millions of times from a couple guys I dated. So, like I said, I've always dated to marry, even in high school. Like I wanted to marry their father, I really did, but it didn't work out. You know, but that's still my goal. Like I said, I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt because everybody is not the same.
For sure.
So I just be wanting people to look at me that way too, and just be like, oh, she's wife material. I want her around my kids. If you have any kids, you know.
That's true.
So
that's true. Okay. So just being able to look in the mirror and just realize that you are enough, like you said.
Just calm down. It's so much. It's so much going on. Like I said, with social media, TV, they want you to look like this, but It's not reality. It's not even reality for them because most of them got to get their bodies done anyways.
That
they get
part.
cheated on just as much as a regular female, so
They do.
it's not that serious. Like, you're beautiful either way it go. Whether you're small, on the heavy side, short, tall. I see a lot of beautiful women.
That's
so.
right. And like you said, we're all unique.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We really are. And it really do start within. It's not what somebody else says. Even if it's a good compliment, it starts within. So you got to know that you are that girl.
I know that's right, girl. And you know what? I love the fact that you said sometimes you have to self-check yourself and be like, you know what? I am enough. I am that girl.
Yeah.
I am beautiful. I am this. I am that. Those affirmations really do play a key role.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Words.
even for myself, you know, once I went through my little journey, you know, with the weight loss and everything like that, because that wasn't easy either.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I would start to slack off a little bit, now I know this is gonna seem weird, y'all. This is gonna seem a little off. So sometimes in the gym, sometimes my motivation is I have to picture somebody whose body I would like, and so for me, so weird. One of the bodies that I actually have is like, oh, you know, like your Khloe Kardashian or your Cardi B. Again, they ain't not natural bodies, but for me. For some reason it's still a motivator for me. So it helps me make a couple more crunches, a couple more squats, because I want to be as maybe similar to their body types, but in the natural way.
Exactly.
So again, those were the celebrities that I threw out there. So who are some maybe, you know, figures in the petite world that you would say sometimes can be that confident booster for you? Like, you know what, my girl is out here doing it and she's enough.
Yeah. So, like I said, Glorilla was one of them. Ariana Grande is another one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I don't listen to her music, I noticed that she had recently became more of a topic because she lost weight, actually. So people were saying, like, oh, she's sick. No, she's not. She's just naturally like that. But another one, oh my God, it's a good one. TLC. So if you are a fan of TLC from the 90s, I watched a documentary where they was actually talking about this, where Chili was like, yeah, we would have to wear oversized clothing because we didn't want to really show our thin figures like that. It wasn't, you know, best, you know, in the
for the image,
Yeah, not saying in general. It's just you being on TV and performing, you know, it was a giveaway with the oversized clothing. So that gave me a little, you know, okay, I'm not the only one that went through this. Like, and these are women that I looked up to besides Destiny Child. Like, I'm a huge TLC fan. So.
Yeah, and putting us back in the throwback list.
Yes,
we were just talking about how the 90s and 2000s, like them was. There was Aaliyah was another one that embraced her beautiful. She had a beautiful body to me.
She did.
I mean, even in her tomboyish phase, I loved her then. I loved her when she started finding her femininity, and you know, she shared the video awards with you know her dresses. She had one that's like a animal print. I'll never forget. And I said that's such a beautiful dress on her. Like so yeah, like so for the beauties out there and my gents, you know, you're perfect just the way that you are. You know what I mean? Do not let society change your viewpoint of you. Okay? So embrace you, love on you. There are natural is still in. Okay? We bring a natural back.
Got to.
Period.
Yes.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. As I sip me a little bit of tea because I'm a little bit harsh. You know, we're having a good conversation. I'm just
I'm enjoying this conversation. I really am. Like,
and actually, speaking of which, because I know that everything's seeming a little bit different this episode. So shout out to Bree, to Steve of the Full of Experience. You guys already know that is that's my home away from home. And we decided let's switch it up, let's change it up a little bit. So hence why things are a little bit more embellished in pink. And I figured I'd try to blend in with the pink and, you know, really make it pop. But shout out to the team. I mean, this is a beautiful, very girly atmosphere for our conversation and our talk. Perfect. And I'm just hoping that you guys really, you know, we're able to take what we gave today and just really be able to, like I said, just embrace yourself embrace what God has given you, and just walk in confidence of that. And if there was maybe something that we might have missed, what advice? So as like a final words from Dari.
Okay, so final words from Dari. Just to piggyback off what you said a little bit as far as God. Really the blocking of the bad comments or what you see on social media or whatever, I hate to make it seem cliche, but it's really nothing but the devil.
Yeah.
Because it's not what God made you in his image. Whether you like it or not, you have to accept it. That was your thing to do. So you just gotta remember what God wants you to do. Block it out. It's nothing but the devil. Like when I be out and about and when I hear the comments and it gets to bother me, I be like, oh, that's the devil. I know it is because he wants me so bad. He knows I struggle with this. He knows I did not want to be here. Like, he wants me so bad. But then God will come in like, no, you're perfect. And, like, literally the same day, somebody will come back and be like, oh, you're so pretty. You're so perfect. And these will be guys doing this, like, not just females. Like, if a guy is down to me, another guy come right behind him and lift me up. It's just like God to come down like, nope, we're not about to have this. Not with my kids.
Aww.
So definitely keep God in mind, and you can't just follow with all the trends. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's gonna be next is gonna be the bigger girls is in, which they are starting to be in, but it's always gonna be a different trend. Like I said, slim used to be in. Now it's curvaceous and BBLs. Now who's to say what's next? So just be yourself. Because there's nothing like loving yourself for truly who you are and not what people want you to be. So.
Okay. I think that's great advice. And yeah, definitely, guys, stay prayed up, and like you said, just know when the enemy is at work, just block out the naysayers, like you said. So love on you, and y'all already know that's primarily what I want you guys to be able to get from my episodes, is just kind of, learning our stories, being encouraged, being motivated and inspired to just know that you are enough. And if you start to even have doubts or have anything that tries to denounce that, just come back to this episode, or come back to the mini episodes. Like I said, community-wise, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing. But definitely, I just want to build a community where we can be able to just share. So if there's anybody that maybe can relate to, to Dari, or, me back in my heyday, I guess you could say.
Well, this was kind of okay.
I'm gonna try to find a picture of when I was like super skinny, so that way, because y'all probably like, she faking. Yeah, my graduation picture, I look like a skeleton. I'm gonna try to find that picture for y'all. I never did buy the picture, so it may have a little copyright on it, but I'm gonna try to find it for y'all. Because I was super skinny. I actually scared myself looking at it, but that's okay. That's all right, because like you said, you're still beautiful. Okay, so as long as you remember that, nothing else matters. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as we did.
Yes, because I loved it.
Yes, I'm glad that you came on. Like I said, this definitely was a topic that needed to be discussed.
Definitely,
you know what I mean? And it's going to bless so many people. And I just I thank you, sis. I thank you guys, everybody that be just rocking with me each and every episode. We're in the 40s now with the episodes. I'm steadily going. I'm going to keep coming out with more and more as long as you guys keep, liking, supporting your girl. And, of course, I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And until next time, let's make a change.